Hello, and welcome to episode 118 of the Brink of Sanity.
Ow! Hey. What's happening?
We got a whole crew here today.
Posse.
We got Leon.
Howdy.
We got the Doc.
Hello, people.
And we got Matt.
What's up?
It's been I don't think we've had this combination before, so
It's a very unique combination.
yeah.
Wait, is this Matt's first time on the show, or has it been on before?
This is about Matt's fourth or fifth time on the show.
All right.
Yeah.
Joining us from Beantown.
Yep. So we got two massholes today.
Yeah.
We'll
Sorry,
see.
buddy.
We'll see how that goes. I don't know.
I don't know. I think one is.
Yeah. I try and always have a better non-masshole to masshole ratio.
Well, does Lauren count? I mean, she's
Oh, she's on the mass hole in.
she's from Massachusetts, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I am outnumbered when she's on too. Fuck. All right.
Oh.
Anyway, we got a bunch of stuff today. I think everyone has their own separate story, which should be good. Got a few topics to go on.
Happy Friday.
And, well, it should be fun. Yeah, happy Friday. We got first live show on a Friday in a while, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I've been doing Thursdays because the summer was pretty crazy. Stuff going on, leaving for the weekends, and I went to Boston actually to visit Matt. So we have a couple stories
Fridays
from
in the
that.
summer are probably not the best to get a big audience either.
Yeah, we were just starting to get a good following in the live room, so it was time for me to fuck that up. So
No, cut it out. You're just lazy.
You're like that show that keeps changing days until it gets thrown off the air.
yeah, exactly. But I've been coming out with the episodes regularly, so that's at least one plus. So where do we even start? I don't know.
Is there a map to this thing or
no, there's no map.
a guide?
I'll do a couple announcements first, and then we'll get into the banter. There's a new basketball show starting up by yours truly. That'll be starting up first week of October. The website isn't up yet because I am transferring all my stuff to a new computer, and that took all my times. But it will be the New York Knicks podcast.com. We'll see how long it takes for me to get sued and have the site taken down.
Yeah.
But I got the site for a good price, so that'll be the site until a cease and desist order shows up. And that'll be fun. We got an iPhone app.
You do?
Yeah.
Nice.
Also works on your iPod and your iPad. So you can...
I've got none of those somehow.
Yeah, I don't either. I bought it and then
Sorry,
I realized...
I'm so 2009.
I bought it, then I realized I had absolutely nothing to use it on. But, you can go to the iTunes store and type in a Brink of Sanity, and it shows right up. We also have contests, which we announced last episode. If you submit iTunes reviews, I will pick a few at random and give you a free iPhone app. Or if you make some bumpers for any of our recurring bits, that will also automatically get you a free iPhone app.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and keep the iTunes reviews coming in. Trying to get featured. Need a bunch of reviews.
Use words like awesome and spectacular.
Yeah,
And
if you want.
Yeah, awesome, spectacular, and titties. I knew that would get Matt.
Yes. That's how you get good reviews. Titties.
Yeah.
Big ass motherfucking titties in your face.
You know?
Yeah, that too.
Always.
Late happy birthday to the Doc.
Hey, thank you.
Want
Doctor?
to take bets on when the first one of us slips and calls him by his real name?
The dog who turns 41 today.
I say
41.
17 minutes into the episode.
41. Not quite, but close.
So I heard you had a little birthday adventure. You want to get into your antics?
Yeah, so I have a buddy of mine who, remarkable as it is, he's, his birthday was actually more recently than even mine, and he turned 32. And until this past year, he hadn't drank a drop of alcohol because of his religion. And, it's interesting because...
Wait, he broke it?
Yeah, he broke it.
Is he?
Yeah. So
where did he break it with?
Well, so
that's part of the story.
yeah. So all right. So I didn't know this, but I wasn't gonna do much for my birthday, and then all of a sudden he's like, we're at work. I work with him, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna throw you a party. He was renting this house out in the Hamptons, and he was like, you know what? I haven't really made use of it this year. I'm just gonna throw a big bash and piss off all the neighbors, and just have a big party. So I was like, fine. And then later on, we're talking, and he's like, "Oh, by the way, I drink now." I'm like, at first he just said it casually. I'm like, "Wait, this is huge," because like I've gone out with this guy like 50 to 100 times, and like every time, he's a sober guy. It's
I went out with him too. He actually went. The doc. I almost said your name. The doc and I were having one of our heavier drinking nights. And he went drink for drink with us with cans of Red Bull.
Yeah.
And I don't know how this guy didn't have a heart attack.
Weeks.
He must have had like 7 Red Bulls.
I mean, he does a good job of partying, like, without drinking. But anyway, so what happened was that his younger brother, who he thought was following the same path of not drinking, it turned out that he had been drinking since he was like 17. So apparently, like, he found this out, and then he's like, screw this. Why am I, I just want to try it. So he had a couple drinks with his brother. I think he tried to do it a couple more times. And he said he basically never got drunk like the few times he tried before. So anyway, we're going to have this party. So he's basically responsible for, planning it because it was his idea. So anyway, I show up, and he's been kind of like working on it for a couple hours. I show up, and there's so much alcohol, like you wouldn't believe. I'm like, if 400 people showed up, there would still be alcohol left over. Like, he just had no, and this guy has, he has money to spend. So, like, he bought, like, like, I couldn't even count the number of beers there were. There was like 3 bottles of every type of alcohol, So, anyway, I'm all excited because I've never drank with him before in my life, knowing him for, like, 14 years or so.
What religion is that?
He's Muslim.
Muslim.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think different people interpret it differently. Like some people are like I don't drink. Some people are like I don't smoke. I don't know. I think everyone like
I don't eat pig.
Yeah,
no
they don't
laughing.
eat pig.
No laughing.
I know a lot of Muslims who drink, so I think it's just kind of like same with my religion. I kind of follow some of the things and not others. I guess.
Yeah, mine too.
So
whatever that is.
So anyway, there's an insane amount of alcohol. So a lot of friends start showing up. I start drinking my Captain and Coke, or because that's normal. I'm used to it. I didn't realize I didn't have dinner. So then what happens is, I don't know, my friend gets the idea, let's start doing shots. I'm like, all right, I'm not crazy about shots because it always...
And Leon wasn't there?
Yeah, I know.
Leon's the shot guy.
So apparently he's the new shot guy. So anyway, he's like, well, I don't have shot glasses. I'm like, I have like 100 shot glasses. You could have just told me to bring some.
Well,
so
you have a bottle, I have a mouth.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
So his idea was to use Dixie cups.
Okay. Ghetto, but okay.
But the thing was, I think what happened is, people started pouring them like crazy. Oh, and then there was a bottle of Patron, which, my kryptonite is tequila, and I had enough drinks to the point where I was like not strong enough to refuse, especially with the peer pressure of it being my birthday and people calling me pussy and what have you. So, shots were had, and then there's a certain portion of the night that I don't remember, and then I'm in a car going to. Of all places, Beach Bar. I don't know who decided to go there. It was like
passenger. I hope.
No, yeah, I was definitely a passenger. I was no shape to drive. One of my buddies from work. He had come. Like we don't really hang out with him, but he had showed up just to wish me a happy birthday. He ended up driving us. He hadn't had that much to drink. But anyway, I remember bits and pieces. But fast forward, I'm at the bar. I run into a couple of other friends, and I'm in the middle of a conversation. I'm like, I'll be right back, and I like run into the parking lot, and I start throwing up, and basically, that's pretty much like what happened the rest of the night. But then,
why aren't you that functional when we go out? Because when we went out, you ran into the bathroom and threw up in one of the stand-up urinals.
Well, I was also like 23. It was like 9 years ago.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah.
I mean, who at 32? Who still pukes when they drink alcohol?
Well,
come on, what are you, some 17, some 15-year-old girl?
It had been like 6 or 7 years, man.
I threw up immediately after we did the Pop Blurred podcast about 2 months ago.
No,
that's because you were still drunk the morning after.
Yeah.
Basically, I have my.
That doesn't count.
No, that doesn't count.
I have my
You're
routine.
allowed to, if you wake up nauseous, then you wake up nauseous, and then you whatever. But if you, but
If it's a little, it's okay.
but if you puke the same night that you're drinking at our age, we're professional drinkers right now.
Well, yeah, you also didn't have like a third of a bottle of Patron. So, no, anyway, so what happened is like I just got peer pressured. Like it was every friend would come up to me and it's like do a shot with me, and it was like one after another. We're doing like Dixie cups, so they weren't like normal shots. They were like,
Yeah.
So it was vodka. It was everything. It was just all the cardinal sins. Mixing alcohol, like everything that you're not supposed to do. I did, and so did my friend who like it was the first time he's ever thrown up for alcohol, and he was more of a mess than I was because he had never like had this experience before. So was kind of like, I was a little excited too because I'd never drank with him, so I got a little carried away. I was also like, didn't have dinner. It was just all the worst things you could possibly do.
Were you guys both throwing up in the parking lot at the same time?
Well, he was in a different place. I think he like, I knew enough based on like my prior experiences to get out of the bar because I don't want to be that guy who's throwing up in the bar at least. So I was like out in the wood, you know, like by the trees or something, and he was the one in the bar throwing up, and you know, he got eventually, like, they ushered him out.
Did he cry?
I don't know. I wasn't the best person to kind of keep notes of what was going on.
Gotcha.
But I do know that he did leave his girlfriend at the bar. Like, another buddy of mine drove him home, and like we ended up driving. You know, the other buddy drove his girlfriend home, but like his girlfriend was all pissed because she got left at the bar. I'm like,
right,
well, why weren't you checking in on him? I think she was sober. I'm like, you know, like he was sick.
That's true.
You know, she got all pissed off at him and yelled at him when she got home. And I'm like, the guy's sick. I mean, obviously he's like, you know.
So, needless to say, he loves drinking alcohol now.
Yeah, he's like, I'll never drink again. I'm like, you know, you're not supposed to get...
Isn't that what we all say when we were first...
Do you know how many times
14 and 15 when we first got drunk for the first time. We're like, I'm never fucking doing this shit again.
I said that a month ago.
2 years later, I'm fucking chugging.
But I mean, I think Leon's right. At this point, I think we know how much we can drink without throwing up. And like, you know, it's like...
Sometimes we actively choose to go past that.
yeah. You know, sometimes it's your birthday and people peer pressure you into doing more, but, you know.
Which also, I think when we get to be our age and the word peer pressure should no longer apply after the age of like 21.
But the doc's a pussy.
Doc's a pussy. Sorry, Doc. So what happens when you move out to Long Island?
Wait, what?
That's what happens when you move out to Long Island.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think like no one's immune to throwing up every now and then. I mean, it happens.
I would have supposed to need chops.
Leon's a pimp.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna videotape Leon throwing up one day and be like, haha, you do it too.
Yeah, I mean, all in all, you did end up puking and whatnot.
Yeah, it was
but it means that you were around good company. You had a good time.
It was a good time.
Obviously, you didn't get laid, so...
Yeah, no, not that night.
Did you fucking tag a fuck bucket?
No, you know, even if there was any situation where I could have, I was in no shape
in the hatchet
to actually do anything.
You wouldn't have been able to then.
No, I wouldn't have been able to.
Like,
I would have puked on her or something.
Did you plow the cock pocket?
What the hell does that mean? Sorry.
There's like silence, tumbleweed going across.
Did he plow the what bucket, Matt?
Crickets.
No, the cock pocket.
The cock pocket. Cock pocket.
Cock pockets.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
This is Lothar from Long Island.
Hey, Lothar. How you doing?
Fine.
Can you turn your radio down, please?
Yep, did it.
All right.
Just wanted to bring up a subject that it's not very pleasant, but it's something that I think has to be brought up and talked about. Have you guys seen what's going on lately throughout the world with stoning people to death?
Well, we're just going to take it down a notch.
What a Debbie Downer this guy is. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. That has everything to do with puking. You're right.
I know the concept of stoning. I know it's happened before in the past.
It's still happening.
It actually still happens.
No.
It's actually pretty disgusting. Where somebody got stoned not too long ago for adultery.
No. This is current, and it's gathering worldwide attention. There are people in Iran and other countries that are being stoned to death in our day and time. Now,
I wish I was stoned right now.
Zing!
Put a punch. All right, let's try to lighten the topic, I guess.
There are people. There is one particular woman right now who has gathered worldwide attention, and it caught my attention because I saw someone on the web who had her picture and had put out a blanket of the stones used. Now, biblical times, when people were stoned to death, men came with bricks, huge bricks, and like hit them on the head.
That's sufficient.
Apparently, in our modern times, with our modern sensibilities, we hit these people with stones the size of baseballs. Now, here's what's been happening throughout the Arab world. If a man is accused of infidelity, they're buried up to their waist, and a man is stoned. And if he can somehow work himself out of the hole before the stoning kills him, he's free. A woman is accused. There is no proof. There does not have to be any proof. It just has to be a man saying she's been unfaithful.
Wow.
He has to come up with 2 witnesses, which could be family members who just say, yeah, she did it. The woman is buried up to her neck. There is no
After
way
she has a gangbang.
There's no way she's ever going to get out.
Well, of course not.
And,
It's
the men
impossible.
and the women and the children from the village now take baseball-sized stones and throw them against the head that is hanging out of the ground. It's absolutely incredible. If you just Google woman being stoned, you will see what I'm saying. It's
Well, I have a monthly subscription to womenbeingstoned.com.
Be careful. Be careful.
You know all about
if you
it.
go on this site, you're going to see things that will disturb your sleep for months.
I'm already going to have my
It's
sleep
incredible
disturbed, I think.
what goes on.
No, we totally understand what you're saying, caller, and there's no way to ever condone something like that. I mean, definitely know it still happens. There's still kind of the whole mentality of an eye for an eye type of thing. So, your objective with this story is there some kind of cause behind it? Is there some way people can get involved to try to stop it?
Well, there is a worldwide movement because there is a woman now in Iran who is on trial, who is up for stoning, and the whole world is trying to stop Iran from doing this. And I'm bringing it up because it happens with more frequency than we think.
I need to make a suggestion. Instead of stoning these ladies, I mean, that's inhumane. If she cheated on someone, I mean, has anyone ever thought of, like, maybe you could just hate fuck her and get it over with?
Yeah. It's funny. And,
Gang up on her?
You can make jokes, but
That's what the show's all about,
apparently,
sir.
apparently
So don't get
in
offended.
the Arab world, it's extremely important to know the lineage of men. It's extremely important. So when a woman has a baby out of wedlock, it's like bad news. They
Everyone likes to
death.
fuck.
But anyway, I thought I'd bring it up as a point of discussion.
People
No,
care.
it's good, and this is a thank you for bringing it to our attention. It's definitely a cause and a plight that should be brought to light. Maybe this isn't the right forum for that.
No, I agree, and I hate to, be a downer, but when I see something that is just awful, I bring it up wherever I can. I'm sorry,
I'll tell you
your
what.
guys,
definitely don't
your guys
apologize.
is mostly a comedy show, but I just as a topic of discussion, I thought I'd bring it up. But
I'll tell you one thing. If I'm horny, I'm never going to Iran to get laid. I'll tell you that.
or if you're married and horny, not going there.
You can believe that. But anyway,
Be so much safer just to whack off.
yeah. But thank you for hearing me out, and go on with your show. I just wanted to get that out there.
All right, thanks for calling.
And don't get offended by the jokes, caller. It's
No,
all done tongue in
not
cheek.
at all.
It's not.
I just,
we understand there's a serious problem with that out there, and it's unfortunate. So
It is.
thank you for the commentary.
All right,
Okay,
thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, that was our bloody getting stoned to death expert, everybody.
Holy shit!
All right.
Anyone have jokes?
All right. Let's talk
That
about.
was heavy.
What's
Can we talk
happening?
about like
And it's-
kittens and puppies?
And it's so
and,
true that it's sad, you know?
Think
Yeah,
how
but-
much more fun they'd have if they just hate fucked her instead of stoned her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
I'm sure there are places where they do that
You
too.
know, fucking gerbil jam the bitch. Something. But
Yeah.
fuck. But go into the stoning thing. That's just too...
Turbo jam.
That's heavy. Gerbil jam the bitch. But the whole story, that's heavy, man. That's heavy. And it's definitely something that's, you know, I've discussed in my struggles in different things. I got another right for him, but you know, it's a cause to be knowledgeable of, I guess. Right?
Yeah, sure. Let's do a story, and then I need more alcohol because, we're running on empty here. When are we going to get an intern to pour us drinks?
Oh,
He's gonna intern for the show. Yes.
Like,
Right.
picture
Who wants some
before-
college credits? We'll
Yeah.
sign your internship
Yeah.
papers.
By the way, do you recall back in the day that great actor? I think he was
I
in
can read the
Gladiator. What's his name?
He was in that.
Gladiator. He
was
played
in
the
the Johnny
Emperor.
Cash movie.
The Johnny Cash movie. That guy. Fuck. What's his
Russell Crowe.
No, not Russell Crowe. The other douchebag.
Jaoquin.
Oh, Jaoquin. Wasn't he had a brother who OD'd or something?
Oh yeah,
That guy.
River.
yeah. Phoenix.
River Phoenix. What's his brother's name?
Jaoquin.
Joaquin.
Hakeem. Yeah, he came out with that stupid documentary last week.
See, I was gonna go with a Stone Age joke, but okay, this is all right. Joaquin.
Yeah, he did. He showed up on Letterman last year, like with a beard and sunglasses, and he refused to talk, and like.
And everybody thought it was bullshit. At least I did anyway. I'm like, dude, you're gonna be a rapper now?
Yeah, he said he was going to be a rapper, and he looked all fucked up. So they came out with this documentary about him like spiraling out of control and just being a fuck up. And now they're saying the whole documentary is a hoax, and the thing on Letterman was like a setup for this awesome hoax. Now, my question to you is it really a hoax, or is he really just fucked up and they're trying to cover for him? And question 2 is, if it is a hoax, is it the worst hoax of all time because it's just stupid?
I think that, honestly, the fact that you're getting your news from star.com,
Don't reveal my sources.
it's fucking bullshit.
Don't you dare.
You mean
that's a
ano-
dirty, trashy, filthy tabloid that's known for being stupid and gay, lame and gay.
You mean anonymous source?
This
That's what
guy-
Leon meant to say.
Listen, this is the sad part about this entire thing. Well, this is my 2 cents anyway. He went off the deep end, grew a beard, wore sunglasses day and night, even on the
Smoked
train.
a joint.
Douchebag. Smoked a joint. Got totally fucking into that shit. All of a sudden, decided to become a fucking rapper. What? Whatever. Like hardcore
Slanging
gangster
gas and
rap.
shit.
This white rich motherfucker doing white gangster rap. What do you think about that, Maddie?
Fucking blowing lines off the table and shit. Fucking titties flopping everywhere.
So this guy is actually, his brother-in-law is Casey Affleck. Casey Affleck, obviously, Ben Affleck's brother, yada yada yada.
Another fine actor.
This documentary was actually shot, and I'm actually very interested in seeing this documentary. Most of all because I want to laugh. I'm gonna smoke the biggest fucking fatty that I can and go see this documentary and just laugh my balls off. I honestly think that it's legit. I think this guy is a tool. But I think he really did go off the deep end and really think that he could reemerge as a respectful rapper. And I actually did see that interview on Letterman.
Mhm.
What a fucking joke. This kid had talent.
Maybe it's a setup for next episode of Entourage or something.
Well, I mean, if it really is all a hoax, it's a waste of time because it's not funny, it's not interesting.
Well, I think it is. I think it is interesting if it is in fact real, which I do believe it is. This guy had a total meltdown. He had a total
It's
breakdown.
not- I mean, these guys, they do like a ton of drugs. Like, it's not out of the realm of, you know.
The chat room is saying trolling. He was trolling for attention.
trolling for attention.
Why he doesn't get enough attention?
I think he's
being
got
a movie
enough money
star?
to not even fucking worry about it. Trolling.
Being a movie star is not enough attention? They need more attention?
I think he had a breakdown.
Wasn't Walk the Line like a big movie?
Walk the Line was
I think-
actually
I
a
think-
fantastic movie.
I think Gladiator was sort of big.
Yeah, touche.
Where can you go from there?
I mean, is he not?
He obviously wanted to go and
He
be.
thought this was gonna make him Tom Hanks?
This deep, dark. No, he wants to be like a fucking a weirded, bearded version of Jim Morrison / Eminem.
These people are needing attention. It's like
for.
no one knows who I am, but I don't need attention. Like everyone knows who he is, but he still needs more attention.
So you're saying he needs attention. You're saying he's actually just fucked in the head.
I think he's fucked in the head, and actually sincerely thinks that he's actually doing this because this is who he is now, who he's re-emerging as. There's been people who have actually talked about going to his shows because, believe it or not,
they like.
Don't
tell me they like.
There have been venues who have actually agreed to book this guy as a rapper, as a modest Yahoo meets Eminem meets fucking Joe Blow. Who gives a fuck?
Well, I feel like either way they win. If it's real, then it's I guess real. But if it's not, it's funny enough that it's still entertaining. So it's like. It's kind of a no-win situation. I mean,
I don't know if it's fiction or not.
You know what we should do is we should fucking go around like 10 seconds a piece and think and rap what he would rap about, and we'll just keep busting it from one place down the line. You got 10 seconds, and we'll just see what we can come up with, and that's how we'll do it.
Matty-O, kick it off.
I'll kick it off. This is how we do it, okay? I grew a beard. I rolled a joint. I walked through the park and I got held up at gunpoint. Go.
Jay.
I was taking a drink. Fuck.
Kick it!
Kick it. I'm not much of a rapper.
I got held up at gunpoint and I told the fucker to sit back and chill while I got nothing. I suck at rapping.
That was the same thing Matt just said.
We're too white for this bit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The whole thing with rapping is you have to kind of like follow it up, which kind of like reinforce.
How many Indian rappers are there? Oh yeah, none. So I'm just gonna abstain.
Oh, there's plenty.
No, I guess there's some.
No, I actually do like Matt's idea though. I think we should actually take this to light. I think we should maybe take a drink break because none of us have drinks.
Yeah,
I think come back, follow up on Matt's idea, and do a fucking rap-a-thon about what Jaoquin Phoenix is fucking thinking.
We need to precede the rap portion with lots more alcohol. I think.
Modest Hindu, you never heard of him?
No,
very famous, very big in Bollywood. Dr. Bombay?
Yeah, you're right. There are, but it's,
I made the first one up, and the second one isn't even a rap star. I don't agree with everything I said.
I don't know.
I lie a lot.
I don't know anything about Bollywood. So.
Modest Hindu, come on.
I'm the worst Indian person. I know nothing about, like, Indian pop culture.
All right, so listen. Let's make it a point to the four of us come up with something, and
Matt already did. I think
we're fucking gonna do this.
I'll do it again.
But you gotta give us time, Maddie, to
yeah, you caught me totally
get
off
a
guard.
quick refill. And then we'll kick things off.
I need some rap training. That's what I need.
Drink break because I have to play some commercials.
Jay just needs to think of some ideas, so he's stalling. The motherfucker's stalling.
Well, duh.
Wait, can Matt be like our co-host all the time?
I don't know, Kenny. Playing some commercials, grabbing a drink. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Holla.
We're gonna go find an intern.
Don't say holla ever.
And then there'll be no more drink breaks.
Let's cut to the chase. I'm DJ, and I do a little something called the Green Light Show. Now, I want you to be a fan of the show, so I'm making you listen to this sample. And these girls, they think, oh, as long as I show off my tits, I'm fat. I'll wear this skin-tight shirt and show off all my tits.
Yeah, I see that.
That'll look real good.
I see that a lot, actually, and it's rather disgusting.
And I've heard these girls, they'll say stuff like, well, you're looking.
Yeah, because I want to throw up.
Yeah, just because I'm looking at your enormous exposed tits, that doesn't mean I like them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like driving by a car wreck, if I were to see a 6-year-old boy's head smashed and run over by an SUV, just because I can't look away, that doesn't mean I like the way it looks. I went to go see Toy Story 3.
My bad.
I don't mean to spoil the movie for anybody, but Andy dies.
Does he get AIDS?
Andy gets AIDS in Toy Story 3 from a gay orgy. He got drunk. He went up to
at college.
The plot of this is it shows Andy leaving his parents in the beginning, his mom's house.
Yeah, his single mom.
Where the fuck is Andy's dad?
His mom's a single mom.
So the opening scene is just Andy going, "Out of here, mom, fuck off!" And Andy drives off to his college.
Smoking weed.
Andy gets to college, and the first thing, he opens the door to his new apartment. And his roommates, who he's never met, are in there. They go, "Hey, Andy, rub this on your tongue." Andy starts fucking all these dudes. It's a big, giant orgy.
Wow.
It's like gays and lesbos and normals, and they're all just intertwined fucking.
That's weird.
And then Woody shows up, but it's not Woody. It's Andy's dick with a cowboy hat on it. And he goes, check out my Woody! If you like what you hear, head on over to greenlightshow.com. You can find out everything about the show right from the homepage. greenlightshow.com. See you there.
I need a garage door opener for my balls.
What?
Fuck. I don't like the smell that usually forms down there if I go for a couple days without washing.
I'm proud of you.
It smells like onions wrapped in asshole. What the fuck are we talking about?
Hey, Dad, remember that one time I got that cock stuck in my ass?
We just went over legs and arms.
In a truck not too hard to locate, featuring painted images of a peeled banana, the exposed part shaped like a condom, and a shirtless man saying, I protect myself. Do you?
What kind of fucking question is this? I'm the host of the show, and I get put down on every episode.
I love you, Tim.
John is a man of God.
Shed his precious blood.
Shed his precious blood.
And died.
And died.
For my sin. And now the three guys that taught your mom that thing you like. It's Minor Detail.
MinorDetailPodcast.com.
That's like no.
What?
I'm just kidding.
He's not even paying attention.
He's like,
You
what's,
guys talking?
what's
Matt
going
just
on?
spaces out for 5 minutes and then just yells vagina into the mic and
Where am I?
spaces out again.
What's going on?
Shut up, meatball.
Meatball.
Do you guys want to start again? Or?
Yeah, of course. I thought we were already on the air.
I mean, this is
Yeah, me too.
quality shit.
This is good conversation.
Yeah.
I hit record in case any of this is gold.
Oh, okay.
The most thing is like this. This is organic. This is when we
It's pure
just
gold.
You
You
know,
could sell this shit.
who's online right now, by the way?
People. Trolls.
Trolls.
All right, we're back, everybody.
Hey! That was an interesting break.
We had the best break ever.
That was an adventurous
you guys
break.
missed all of it. Oh my
Yeah.
god, it was just so
The
awesome.
break was an adventure.
That's the kind of stuff that you have to go back into the forums for the unedited stuff.
It's
The unedited version of this episode
deleted
will contain
scenes.
that nonsense.
The
that we
gold.
just-
Hey, we're back.
Wait. Wait. How many times are we going to start? Is this
I don't know.
for
We'll
real?
keep doing it until it's good. Yeah, I got all night. I got nothing else to do. Hey, we're back. That was a good break, guys.
Yeah.
You guys ready to
I'm out of energy because
Talk.
we restarted like 4 times.
about stuff?
Hang tight. We're gonna rap. We're gonna do a Busta Rhymes.
I didn't bring my rap shirt.
That's what we call a teaser in the industry.
I like it.
I'm an
I like
industry
it.
guy now.
So we're gonna bust a rhyme later.
Damn, I wish I brought my
But
rapping
Joaquin.
clothes.
Jay, you need to dress the part.
Yeah.
What is that? I guarantee you I have none of the part clothes.
Do you have a hat you can wear backwards?
You can wear
No.
your jeans backwards and do the whole fucking crisscross
Crisscross?
thing. Fuck
That's-
yeah. How's
Jay's
bells?
got some gangster bling. Don't let him fool you.
Holla. Where's that bandana you
Just
got?
Don't.
Whip that shit out.
Just got a gold chain somewhere.
Where's your grills?
Nightcap.
I know you got some grills. You got some fucking grills up in this bitch.
I do have grills, but they all have cooked meats on them.
Oh.
Bazingo!
Biggest white boy ever.
Yeah, well,
That's Jay.
yeah.
Have you met Jay?
Hi, I'm
white.
Jay. I'm very, very white.
Nonetheless, we will bust a rhyme later.
That's right.
All right.
See, that's that rhyme.
We've gotten that point across. MTV Music Video Awards was this week. Big news, folks.
What, is that some sort of award show?
The most hypocritical award show on the face of the earth.
Listen, I refuse to ever watch the MTV Video Music Awards again until Fart Man makes another appearance. Unless that happens, I'm never watching it again.
Yeah, that sucked, and that was twice as good as anything that was on this week.
Do you know who Fart Man is, by the way?
Yeah, it was Howard Stern.
Am I
but
making
just-
an obscure reference?
Well, I mean, it's probably older than most of our listeners, but...
Fart Man was probably the worst skit that ever happened to the MTV Video Music Awards, yet / the best. Howard Stern doing his shit.
Yeah, it was basically just him with his ass showing, saying he's Fart Man, and didn't really do anything. I remember.
No, it beats the fuck out of a meat dress, I think.
Yeah, that was the highlight of this year's show. Lady Gaga and her crazy outfits.
Can I be honest with you?
That's not even an outfit. That's just meat hanging on your body.
That's true.
I kind of liked the whole last year with Kanye interrupting. I think everybody was kind of expecting something like that, something off fucking left field.
Okay.
Didn't materialize. And I think we were all expecting something big.
Can we explain why we saw this?
And the show just sucked.
Can we explain why we saw this?
I'm sorry, I'm totally lost here. I haven't seen any of them. I just heard about like the aftermath of last year's and this year's, I guess. But
Leon's girlfriend made us. That's
okay.
Why. It's not like we were.
Yes,
we were under duress.
Blame
it's not like
Leon's
we.
Well, she also made us a good Italian Sunday dinner. The TV was hers. Then
so peer pressure.
Well, yeah, no, I understand the situation.
It was after football.
I understand.
It was
the situation,
after football. Nice.
You make me a good pasta dinner, then you get to put on what you want, and that's
meat dress was on.
Yeah, and that's what happened. Actually, we don't really need to talk about this.
Yeah, it's like.
I think I'm over it.
It was just the worst thing ever.
Matt, do you have anything to contribute to this conversation?
Nah.
I don't know where else you
I think next.
Yeah. Chelsea
you know how there's an easy button for Staples? Mm-hmm. There should be a next button for this show.
Yeah. The thing is, I had a very busy week and didn't plan any topics. So I am trying to come up with topics right now. I always have topics, but I don't this week.
Did you guys hear about
there we go.
The guy that so apparently a guy wasn't happy with his mother's result of surgery, and instead of expressing his concern, he decided to shoot his surgeon and then shoot himself.
I did hear about that.
His mother's surgeon?
Yeah, he shot his mother's surgeon, then shot his mother, then shot himself. End of story.
Now as somebody who works in a hospital, how do you feel about this?
That's a little disconcerting. I mean,
Now, do you think there should be some kind of security in place to?
Yeah, so that's the argument. I mean, hospitals are not war zones. Technically, there's besides the VA, I don't think there's any hospitals that have like metal detectors and what have you. Most of them are pretty open access.
So this lady gets shitty surgery and then shot.
Yeah, by her son.
Wow, worst life ever.
No, the surgeon gets shot.
But everyone got shot.
Some people died.
You just said he shot them all.
Okay. This guy, basically, the doctor tells the prognosis. He's like, the lady was 84. And he's like, it didn't go well. There's a chance she may not walk again. And, whatever. He's doing the whole thing. I'm sure the son wasn't thrilled, but instead of being angry, he just pulled out a gun and shot him in the abdomen.
Where was this anyway?
Johns Hopkins.
Oh, that's right in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. So not only is it a hospital, it's like the most world-renowned hospital in the country. Yeah. So it happens to be in Crapville, USA. In Baltimore is like pretty tough area, and this hospital's there. Because they get a lot of interesting cases.
The only thing I know about Baltimore is The Wire. So I don't know how accurate that show is, but that's my complete knowledge of Baltimore.
I haven't gotten to that show yet, but I know Baltimore is not the most pleasant place to live.
Actually, Baltimore was actually ranked as the city in the United States with the highest STD.
Yeah, it's also got
per capita.
It's also like up there in crime, and like it's probably one of the highest crime-ridden cities. But anyway,
it looks very dark there.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about the this reporter? Let's call her Mexican.
I guess we're done with that story. Okay.
Oh, we still going?
No, I don't know. All right, so go ahead.
Who is now claiming that the New York Jets gentleman in the locker room
I did hear
verbally harassed her and blah blah blah. So I'm looking at this bitch and I'm like, oh fuck, okay, fellas, come on, what are you doing? You're thinking with the fucking Willie. I look at this woman during her interview. So this is obviously post quote unquote harassment or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She's got her titties hanging out.
Yeah.
She's looking all hot. Her butt is fucking speaking to me. She's looking hot. And I'm like, what would drive you to go into a men's locker room dressed that way?
She wants attention.
There's a bunch of naked men, testosterone-filled men, more than regularly, go in there and you get hey baby, you're cute, or some kind of fucking retarded catcall, and that's not expected? And
they should have just fucked her.
Yeah.
run a fucking shirt on the bitch. That's right.
I don't really understand that. I mean,
gangbang. That's how they do it.
No, I'm obviously
if the player's like, hey cutie or whatever, like, does that really affect her that negatively? I mean,
no,
come
listen,
on. She's a professional.
Listen, I don't condone sexual harassment. I don't condone verbally abusing a man. But if you're a woman and if you're in that position where you're actually hanging out in locker rooms, okay, you're gonna expect some flirtiness by the guy. There's
that's what I'm saying.
There's a room of 30 naked men, sweaty after a football game. They see
and
somebody.
And you're one hot reporter,
they're gonna do something. Cover yourself up like a
they
fucking.
They just played a game.
Acidic Jew.
They just played a game
if
with
you want
like
no attention.
20 or 30 like men, and all they're seeing is men, and all of a sudden there's this hot reporter. It's like. A couple of comments might get thrown,
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen if you're asking.
Black dong.
All I heard was black dong.
Black dong.
That's all he
was
said.
like 40 feet away. His black dong still tapped around the fucking.
Check out the black dong.
I'm getting sick of everyone just getting offended.
Yeah,
everyone gets offended about everything.
I know.
Lighten up, dummies.
Put this way, any woman that looks like that gets offered dick 24/7. It's nothing new.
Nothing new. And listen, again, this isn't to condone inappropriate behavior.
No, harassment is like, you work somewhere and the boss is constantly like,
come on,
putting you down. Like harassment is a specific thing. Like, like let's say you work somewhere and your boss is always like making these comments. That's harassment. Like, it's uncomfortable. You have to keep returning. But this is like, a reporter's going into the player's locker room. I mean, your
titties shouldn't be hanging out.
Yeah, I mean,
you shouldn't have a pants on that are 3 times smaller than what they actually fit you. For example, like they asked you, like, listen, Inez, do you think it's appropriate for you wearing those pants? I mean, because they were. She was a good-looking woman.
Oh yeah,
and she deserves all the respect in the world. So she was like, "Oh,
she deserves all the respect in the world."
Of course, as a woman, right?
What?
You lost me.
She does.
Yeah, well, okay.
She does, but she should be expecting that if you dress a certain way in that particular atmosphere, things are going to happen.
Yeah, there was no harassment. I mean, I don't think anyone teabagged her.
Exactly. There was no harassment. Yeah. It was all
based on all accounts. There was no teabagging.
There was no teabagging. There was no train ran.
Or
there was only no fucking anything.
There was only a minimal amount of teabagging, so it was all fine.
So it was all
it was all in the up and up.
I think that's all a bunch of BS. I think, fellas, get back to work, sweetie. See you in Mexico next.
She doesn't deserve all the respect in the world. I'm still stuck on that.
Well, I mean, women. Period. I respect women anyway. You don't have to, but I do.
The ones that deserve to be
But
respected.
the ones that go into a locker room with their like half naked or like with the tight clothes, and she was wearing these pants. Even the reporter who was interviewing,
it's conditional.
Who was interviewing her post.
Morning. Thank you.
Look at her titties.
I know, and that's not a morning show.
That was her in the locker room. And so her pants, like, do you think that the pants that you're wearing are inappropriate for being in a locker room? She's like, no, these just happen to be the pants that fit me.
Let's show her all the respect and see what she has.
Yeah, this is what she's wearing in a morning show.
So here's an audio clip of her interview at CBS.
That day in the locker room. Yes, what happened is in the minute I walk into the...
Wait, is that your voice?
She's Mexican. She's Mexican.
Why are you interviewing Americans?
For Mexican television. Next.
What?
Locker room,
this is insane.
I start to hear that everybody's talking about me and making jokes about myself. But in this precisely moment, I decided not to pay attention. I wasn't...
Right, I just waited for the news conference.
Yeah, exactly.
She deserves no respect.
This will get me on the fucking morning show, so let's plop my titties out and see where this goes.
Are you ready to rescind your comment about she deserves all the respect in the world?
I'm not saying particularly, I'm saying women in general. Oh. Not the ones who ask for it. Next.
Focus on my interview, so I go direct to the locker room of Mr. Sanchez and I wait for him. But
Dirty Sanchez.
I believe that the rest of the media start to hear the different kind of things that I didn't hear, and sometime in a minute a colleague come with me and say me, I'm so sorry, it mustn't happen, it's terrible, I feel sorry for you.
Has anybody understood what she said? Because I haven't.
This is hurting my brain.
Was that English? I don't know what the fuck that was.
This is hurting my brain. That made my brain explode.
You know what? I see big black dick. I get offended. I don't know what to do.
For me to decide...
I wanted to bend over, but I thought it'd be inappropriate.
With it. I don't know what to do. I'm offended. This is the same woman who's gonna like accept a porno contract after.
You know?
Can we run this through a translator? Is there a translation from like? Does Google have a broken English to actual English?
She said, "I asked to come in my hair, and he come in my eye." And so I got.
And then he gave me the pearl necklace, and I asked him not to.
And contact fall out, so I sue.
I try to calm her and say, "Don't worry, I can handle this situation," and that's it.
So basically, this is what I got out of this.
I want to see her fucked in the butt.
She said that she was interviewing Sanchez, and other reporters heard guys saying stuff in the background, and she didn't hear it, and they came up to her afterwards and told her about it. So then she got mad.
How did you decipher that?
Golf clap for
wow.
For deciphering the hieroglyphics that came out of her mouth.
Jay's multilingual.
I date a foreigner.
Oh, touche.
That is true. Your skills are unparalleled.
They're good.
I'm fluent in excuse me?
That's funny. That's funny. I hadn't seen your girlfriend in like a month, and she said a sentence to me a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "What?" And she's like, "You don't understand me after all this time." I'm like, "I'm sorry. It's been like a month."
Well, I don't understand half of what Jay's girlfriend says to me.
It takes practice.
I just smile.
I think I had gotten good at it, and then I didn't talk to her for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot how to like.
So basically, she's suing about something her
friend
said? Heard that she didn't hear.
I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
Fucking bullshit.
I'm saying, unless you get, like Mary said, unless you get teabagged, shut the fuck up.
There has to be actual proof of teabagging.
Teabag the bitch or shut the fuck up.
Well, she's gonna explain herself again.
I don't even try to pay attention. I don't even see any.
You just kind of ignored it. It didn't bother you, is what you're saying.
No,
You
I
ignored
was in
giant black
focus
dick in her face.
on my job and try to not pretend not to.
Try not to pretend not to. I'm getting lost. Is she pretending or not? Triple negative.
I don't know. You're the universal translator.
Yeah, but even idiots only used a double negative, not triple.
A locker room is a tough place for anybody, male or
Yes.
female, and a lot of journalists would say, look, you don't want to be in there no matter what,
Yes,
whether you're a
because-
male or a female.
Yes.
You've covered sports, though, in the past. Have you ever had a reaction like that before?
Well, actually,
Look at how she was dressed that day.
I was covering for
Fucking
9
whore.
years.
She's you guys can't see what we're looking at right now. The video. She's wearing a halter top, completely revealing. She's a good-looking woman in shape. You're in a locker room full of fucking ding-dongs fucking swaying back and forth. You don't think you're not going to get noticed?
She is completely naked, holding a microphone.
She's not naked.
She has a couple of scraps of clothes on somewhere.
I see black here and there.
And it's not a
There's a strap.
microphone, it's a dildo.
I see a strap.
And probably I have similar
Jesus.
reactions in a
She's wearing,
different
like,
kind
lingerie.
of sports, but never the vocabulary.
Look, she's staring
never
at the
so
muscles.
Rude. Or
Never so rude. The judge
The
was so
vocabulary
rude.
has never been so rude. So there you have it. Learn to speak
I think
English
the problem
before.
is she needs to get laid.
No, listen, don't make fun of her accent. I'm also a foreigner.
Yeah, I can understand
Don't
you.
make fun of her accent. Listen, my main problem with her. I don't have a problem with her being a foreigner. I don't have a problem with her having an accent or her
I don't have a
being
problem with
Mexican.
her being
My problem
foreign.
with her is the fact that she goes into this place dressed like a tramp and expects to be treated like Queen Funky Victoria. Cut the fucking shit. Nonsense. You were looking for attention. You were looking to get stared at. You were looking to get jeered at. Bunch of motherfuckers with ding dongs the size of fucking King Kong fucking commenting.
She needs to get laid.
And now you get fucking offended.
They were ruthless. Thank you for that.
Come on.
Yeah, if your career is speaking, you should know how to.
Yeah, she's
a Mexican reporter, dude. She's not a fucking.
She does it in Spanish.
For ESPN.
So why does she come on
Then
American
cover
shows?
soccer and baseball.
Bottom line is,
Yeah, she was in the Jets locker room.
Because I'm interested.
Mark Sanchez is Latino, Mexican.
Oh, so now it's a Mexican sport because Mark Sanchez.
Oh,
is...
actually, no. Listen, let me on a side note here. Let me just do it. Mexicans actually love football, American football, especially the town that I was in, Zacatecas, which is a mining town. What the? So they love,
especially when I was in.
Zacatecas.
What just happened?
Zacatecas. So they love the Steelers. Huge football town.
Okay.
Football community rather. They obviously she was in there fucking interview with fellow Latino Mark Sanchez. So whatever. Dirty Sanchez.
I think that the rest, the media that in the locker room. What are really upset is about the vocabulary they used to refer to me.
Cover up, sweet. Cover the fuck up.
It was bad vocabulary.
Stupid bitch.
Yeah, that's also bad vocabulary.
Put the fucking titties away. Look, they even show him, and that frozen scene right there.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Maddie, you can't see it, but the fucking titties.
She's wearing this to a morning
I've
show.
seen pictures of her. I know she's good to go.
Yeah, she likes to get.
She would have to shut up though. That's a horrible voice. Would you want to hear her?
She would hit papi, do me in the ass, papi.
Even if she was talking in Spanish, that's just a bad voice. So get a new career.
Papi.
You just play music real loud and dump it in her too.
That's quite graphic.
I just want to see how much silence we can have after that comment.
Thanks, Matt, for your graphicness.
You're welcome.
Everybody Draw Muhammad Day. Did you guys hear about that? It was like 3 months ago, apparently. But
no, but I totally endorse it.
Well, then you should go into hiding.
Well, did you remember what happened in Denmark? This is obviously a.
Yeah, he's a corpse. So this lady is quote unquote artist because she draws like stick figures. But she calls herself an artist, and she said, "Hey, we're gonna have everybody draw as Muhammad Day," and it was one of those things where everyone is like, "Okay, you go first," and then she did it, and like nobody else really did it, and now everyone wants to murder her.
I'll fucking draw Muhammad. Fuck him.
Wait, why?
Well,
why do they want to murder her?
Because you're not allowed to draw Muhammad, and also I guess you aren't allowed to have a sense of humor.
Oh, okay.
It's not that you're not allowed to draw Muhammad. Is that apparently like his image is the way they see it is nobody knows exactly what it is.
Well, you wouldn't have a sense of humor if you never drank either.
Right. If nobody knows,
so they just need to drink more.
If nobody knows what he looks like, then how do you even know that she's drawing Muhammad? She drew. All right. The drawing is literally a teacup with a smiley face on it. And said, "I am Muhammad." I'm not even joking.
Right.
She drew a domino and said, "No, I am Muhammad." And they want to murder her for drawing. I mean, really, guys?
Are they going to drive a plane into her?
I think so. No, wait. Our government's going to stage it.
Oh, okay.
So they're saying, "I can't believe that you drew our deity. He's not a domino. So now we're going to murder you." Our deity
really? Your god is not a domino?
Our deity is not a box of pasta poorly drawn with tea leaves on it.
I think
what a bad drawing.
You know, I think if there's flaws in the Islam religion is exactly the fact that they don't drink, because then all this other stuff like wouldn't be a big deal.
They don't have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Listen, I grew up Catholic, Christian, if you will. If somebody drew Jesus as a fucking dildo, I'd probably laugh. You know?
Yeah, what about the whole South Park with the Jesus versus Santa Claus? I mean,
I would laugh. I'd be like,
I mean, people laughed. Funny. I mean, there wasn't death threats against, who's
there were when they drew Muhammad.
Yeah.
Well, of course. Well, Muhammad, even if when it happened in Denmark, when the cartoonists did that shit, you got death threats. Listen, I'm not even gonna go into talk about that religion because I'm just gonna get into trouble. Matt, what are your thoughts?
Profound.
Fucking just, burn one of those Korans. Fuck them.
Oh, shit.
Someone's going to drive a plane into you.
Oh, my God.
Plane right into your belly, Maddie. Watch out.
Yeah. Planes hurt.
People just get way too, I don't know, emotional and whatever over nothing. Like, just... People need to relax. That's the bottom line.
I just hate extremism. I just hate people who take religion. Religion is not meant to be taken word for word or literally.
They need alcohol bullshit. And they need to get laid.
That religion needs to fucking chill out, cool the fuck off, settle down, and realize the life. If you can't laugh at yourself,
I think you're not living your fucking life. There's just a bunch of people who don't drink and don't get laid.
They just need to chill out.
Very angry.
Just chill out.
Smoke a fucking doobie. Do a fucking shot of tequila. Chill the fuck out.
Also move somewhere where it's not 120
Teabag
degrees.
a girl if you have to.
roll up some fucking camel sand and
think
light
about
that
it-
shit up.
And chill the fuck out.
If you think about it, these people must never get laid because, a lot of these suicide bombers, they're promised like 100 virgins after you die, and if you're getting laid regularly, you'd be like, fuck that, I could just, but I get plenty anyway, why do I have to die for that shit? But they're probably just like,
Those people that are going to blow themselves up, they're not like the oil or the princes that have millions upon millions of
No, they're
dollars who
poor,
actually
yeah,
have
they're
enough
poor,
money
yeah.
to go out and buy the virgins.
Right. They're poor. I guess they promise that they give their family money or something. That's what the trade-off is, I guess.
Yeah, they go after poor, uneducated people that have nothing to live for.
Yeah.
Do you guys know that in the Muslim world, women, and I guess it's all kind of bleeding into the caller's message. Women in Saudi Arabia
Get hit with rocks.
aren't allowed to drive.
Okay.
A woman,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
or women behind the wheel
Mm-hmm.
is illegal.
Well, I'm not totally against that rule.
Actually, yeah. I mean, not driving. I think they can't do anything like in those countries. Though, like they. I mean, they. I don't think they can vote or anything. Like, or I guess
they
they
have kind of a
they don't-
point.
They don't have. I guess they don't have elections. I don't know. I don't think they let women do anything besides cook.
That's fine. I'm
No,
against
I
the
think,
doodling.
I think the only role women have in that society is to procreate.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Right, the breed bond.
the driving thing. I don't know. It seems like it might not be the worst of ideas.
I'm with them so far. The doodling I can't get on board with though. Oops.
The what?
The doodling. You got to be able to draw shit.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what else are you gonna do?
Anyway, so
Are you going somewhere with that? Or?
oh no.
I like.
Oh, all right.
It seemed like there was.
Yeah,
something.
it sounded like there was a build-up to a profound statement.
I don't know what that means, but I'll just sit here silently.
It's industry talk.
Okay.
I'm a big industry guy.
I'm just gonna drink. Tell me when to stop.
All right, so stay tuned. We're gonna do something different this week. We're going to have an interview with an author. He wrote a book on Lost, so I'm gonna go right into that interview.
Is Lost good?
Is Lost good?
I don't think facetious. People love it. I know.
I didn't like the ending, and apparently the author didn't either because he wrote the whole book ranting about the last episode.
I didn't like.
Yeah, so that's the interview that
I didn't like the ending.
People are gonna love that episode then. Like,
Yeah.
like hardcore like Lost fans.
Yeah, so
I didn't like the ending and
we're
the
gonna go
25
into that.
episodes before it. So.
Yeah. All right, so enjoy. Hello and welcome to the Brink of Sanity. Today we have a special guest, the man, the myth, the legend, John Rasor, author of How Lost Got Lost. How you doing today, John?
I'm really good.
I pronounced
Glad
your...
to be here.
Good. Glad to have you. I pronounced your last name right?
Yes.
Okay. Didn't want to start the interview off on the wrong foot. So you just had a book that came out. I just finished reading it, and very interesting. Anybody who has watched Lost or has any interest in watching Lost should check out the book. Before we get into the book, though, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself, where you're coming from, and, just the basics.
Well, I've lived in L.A. all my life, and then I'm semi-retired. In 2006, we moved to Arizona to be close to family, and I just run a small local computer business where I fix people's computers, and I like to write. And the Lost finale really put me off my game, and I had to say something about it.
So were you down with the show for the whole first five and a half seasons, or were you?
It was great.
Okay, I'm not quite in the same boat. For me, it had its highs and lows, but I see where you're coming from. A couple of my friends were super obsessed with the show, and I think it was well done. But for me, deep down, I think I just felt in my gut that they weren't going to answer everything I wanted them to answer, and I wasn't disappointed on that front. I usually ask what your motivation for writing was, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say for this book it was Lost.
Absolutely.
Is this your favorite show of all time?
No. I mean, it was a great show, but I think there's other ones that are better. It wasn't the most well-written show of all time. It was just really splendid to watch.
Mm-hmm. Well, what are some of your other favorites?
My favorite show right now is Friday Night Lights. It's one of the best written, best acted shows on TV, and I love it.
Yeah, that's definitely a good one. I'm a big Dexter fan as well.
Me too. Gotta love the Dex.
Looking forward to the season premiere next week.
Me too.
What is your favorite character on the show?
I guess it would be Hurley.
Likewise. I don't think there's one scene that he was in that I had any complaints about. Brought the comedic relief and just a great character.
In fact, I think you'll notice in my rewriting of the ending, I made him the hero.
Yes, you did. I wasn't sure if we were going to reveal any spoilers or not.
Well, it's fine.
All right, I'll give away another spoiler. The last word in the book is end.
Shame on you.
Sorry about that. I couldn't resist. You also actually used another one of my favorite characters, Daniel Faraday.
Oh, I loved him.
Yeah, he was one of my favorites, and I was glad to see you give him a little bit more of a part in the show, because I thought he came in halfway and then kind of left too soon. I was sad to see him go. So, do you have any favorite moments from the show?
Well, my favorite episode was a Hurley episode called Trisha Tanaka is Dead, and it was just a great Hurley episode about how he won the lottery and he still had incredible bad luck. Meteorite comes down, kills Trisha Tanaka before the interview.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was fun. And then they did that whole van down the hill thing at the end and beat the devil. It was great.
Yeah, that was a great episode. So, do you want to explain basically like what your book entails and what people can expect when they buy this?
Sure. Well, basically, when I first started writing the book, I was pissed. I was mad. I mean, I just thought the ending was just atrocious. And then I went and decided I'd write a book. I pitched it to my publisher, and she said no at first, and then she pitched it to somebody else, and he said, do it. So she came back and said, let's do it. So I wrote the thing. I sat down, and I isolated myself, and I went back, and I watched a few things. I checked everything, and I just wanted to know what happened. So basically, and as I went along, I got a little less mad each day, I think. And, people don't want to read about the rantings of a nut. And I didn't want to come off like that. Did I come off like that?
No. You were actually quite, in control. And you expressed your opinions well. It wasn't like some, troll on the internet just saying how you hated it. I thought you did a good job of explaining where you were coming from.
Well, you could tell I was mad in the beginning, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, I just had a real big problem with everybody in the sideways flashes in the last season being dead. I didn't understand the point of that. It just seemed like the biggest setup for a single joke in the history of the world, and I just didn't like it.
I got totally derailed by the end of it. I'm not sure. Once the nuke went off, I'm not sure exactly what happened, if it wiped out the first 4 seasons or if that really happened. Did you ever figure that out for yourself, or is that just...
Yes. In fact, I've been on the boards lately, and the latest theory is that the castaways caused the plane to crash themselves by blowing up the nuke, which kind of doesn't work for me in the whole thing with time travel. Time travel doesn't cause itself.
Right.
I just thought that was bad. I thought the whole cork in the island thing was a little lame. You saw the cork in the island thing, right?
Yeah, that seemed a little tacked on to me.
Yeah, that's the way I saw it. And they said a lot of things that weren't true. So they said that if they pulled the cork out, the world would explode. And I'm not so sure. They were wrong about so many other things. I'm not so sure that would have happened.
Yeah, well, they also said that about the buttons in the hatch as well.
Yeah.
Nothing came of that, right?
No.
I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. I was very confused by the end of that show.
And then the big problem was they said that the cork was there after the Man in Black and Jacob were born. So my question is, how did it get there? I mean, nobody else could get near the thing but Desmond. And, what, did they use robots? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. And also, when he took the cork out, really, just a couple red lights came on. Stuff shook. I don't know how long the cork had to be out for something bad to happen, but it seemed like it just really made the camera shake, and that was about it.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of that, but it was a great show. I just think they fell on their. And a lot of people are saying they took the lazy way out. I don't think they were lazy. I think they were just wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I guess to do what they did wasn't a total cop out, but yeah, I really definitely would have went in a different direction as far as that goes. Did you see they made like a 15-minute special of like what Hurley did on the island afterwards? It's on the DVD set.
Of course, I've seen it. It was 11 minutes, and basically, it seemed like a sort of a lame apology for the ending. But and one of my big problems at the ending was making Hurley and Ben keepers of the island. I thought Ben was just a really evil guy, but he kept flip-flopping like a ping pong ball. You know, one minute he's good, the next minute he's bad.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I guess like changing once is a plot twist, but changing back and forth is getting a little far-fetched.
Yeah, I used to watch the LA Thunderbirds roller derby team, and they used to play the Texas Outlaws every game because it was entertainment. And they finally took this evil coach of the Outlaws and made him a good guy and traded him to our team, and it was just the most amazing flip-flop in history. It was great.
Hulk Hogan did it too.
Yeah.
Then he painted his beard black for a couple years. It was I had jumped off the wrestling boat by then, but I heard it was very exciting.
I just loved roller derby. I actually went to a game once. That was great.
That sounds like fun.
Well, roller derby apparently is just as hard to make a sport of as wrestling. But it was fun.
So, what are your favorite series finales?
My favorite series finale was probably MASH. And then the Seinfeld one grew on me after a while. I think we all hated that when it first came out, but
I was in the silent minority on that one. I actually liked it. I wasn't sure how else it could have ended. I thought it was actually kind of funny that they were stuck with each other.
I didn't like it, but I was wrong.
But nothing tops Family Matters because Steve Urkel goes to space.
Well, I didn't see that one, but I believe you.
TV classic moment. And Dinosaurs actually had a pretty good one. I don't know if you used to watch that show.
I have the complete set on DVD.
One of the most depressing series finales I've ever seen. Destroys the planet, everyone dies. Kind of dark for a kid's show.
How about Sledgehammer?
Sledgehammer. I'm not familiar with that one.
Oh, he was a cop, and it was a cop spoof thing, and he blew up a nuclear bomb in the middle of the show, and then they came back with more episodes. It was kind of great.
Interesting. What was that? The '80s show?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been a TV buff all my life, and there's a lot of good stuff on.
There's almost too much. My Netflix queue has about 400 movies on it and TV shows on it. I'm just never going to get through it.
Well, at least you'll have something to watch.
That is true. I'll never be lacking. So, where can people get your book?
Well, my website is howlostgotlost.com, and if you go there, it'll tell you how to get the book. And right now it's only an ebook, but if I sell enough copies, my publisher will put it out in print. She does that sometimes.
Okay, sounds good. So howlostgotlost.com. Check it out. It's a good, fun read, and it's you can beam it right to your home computer. Make it easy. Put it on your Kindle or your Nook.
Yeah, folks, I'm not mad anymore. Buy the book. It's fun,
and you'll be a lot happier when you buy his book too.
There you go.
And you have another book as well, right?
Yes, it's called Roadkill,
and that's available in the same format.
Absolutely.
Well, you want to tell us about that one a little bit?
Okay, it's about a guy who has a tragedy in his life, and his wife and unborn child are killed by in a car accident because of a lady on a cell phone. So he goes on a rampage to rid the L.A. area of people talking on their cell phones, which now is illegal to do. And it's a thriller. We know who the bad guy is the whole way through, and then we get some process servers involved in the thing, and it's a fun little romp. And the cops, I did some cops in there. I like my cops, and it's a fun thriller. It's a lot of dead people.
Sounds great. All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I'm sorry, I was just filling in the pause there.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. I edited out all the pauses anyway.
Yeah.
I love post-production. It's like my second job.
Well, I'm a little bit into that nowadays, and, it's not too bad.
It grows on you.
Thank God you can edit a book.
Yeah, seriously. How many angry, curse-ridden pages did you cut out of this book?
I don't think any. Actually, I kind of left it the way it was so people could see the progression of how I calmed down.
Yeah. I mean, it started off with a little rant, and by the end it was pretty civil. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I recommend everyone go to howlostgotlost.com and pick up this book. So,
well, thank you.
Thank you for coming on. Thank you for joining me.
I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Good interview.
Thanks. All right, welcome back.
Hey.
Hey!
I really like the show. I have no idea when we're on or we're not.
But are we possibly having the worst show ever?
No,
I think we may be having the worst show ever.
I've been confused most of the time.
We'd have to get a lot worse to have the worst.
Oh my God, we have 4 All-Stars, 1 crappy show.
I have this weird feeling of not being drunk but being very confused.
Well, then you're not drinking fast enough. Because I am drunk and confused.
Okay. Maybe that's better.
I lied about both. I know what we're doing, and I'm not drunk.
I think we need more Matt. Matt, how you doing over there, buddy? See, Matt's doing the whole virtual thing. He's all the way in fucking
I've been
Massachusetts.
I've been the remote person. It's a little bit harder because things are a little bit off.
Matthias, what's happening?
What's up?
Talk to us. What's going on in your world? Tell us a funny story.
I was actually in Boston with Matt 2 weeks ago. And we had a couple funny
reliving
events.
the good old college days.
So what happened when you guys were exactly reliving your old college days, the glory days, if you will?
Yeah,
hide your daughters.
No,
or not.
They can
Nobody's touching them.
They're safe.
Yeah, you old bastards.
Don't change their plans on account.
One guy's got a ball and chain. The other guy's
got
also has a ball and chain.
Baller and chain.
Has a different ball and chain.
I realize I'm way too old and way too poor to go out in Boston. It's an expensive city.
You live in New York, though. How do you compare?
Well, he doesn't go out here either.
Well, because there's not a $5 to $10 cover if I want to go anywhere.
Yeah, but if you're going to Faneuil Hall in Boston, it's like going to the fucking meatpacking when you're paying the exact same thing.
Words.
Yeah, but everywhere is like that. It's like a whole city of the meatpacking district.
Touche.
Yeah,
they do have. Well, when I was there anyway, definitely cover charges everywhere.
Yeah, that's with New York, it's like there are places like that, but there are also alternatives that are.
But we don't go to those.
Basically, you want to find a place with a $5 cover because I guess that's the equivalent of a no cover bar in New York.
I just like to find the old bullshit dive old man bar with a good jukebox that I can just kick back, do a couple of shots, do a puff, take a couple of puffs in the bathroom. Come back and have a good time.
And then leave me at a bar.
Could you could you get closer to the mic, please?
Sure.
So,
I just got yelled at, by the way.
Oh, shit.
Well, it was more like a stern talking to me. Do we have to have the music so loud that my ears are ringing within 5 minutes of getting in there?
Oh, the other thing is, I thought this was just some bars, but now every place where they play music, they never complete a song, and they always play 30 seconds and they move on to another random song, and it's like, let's say I happen to like a song that a DJ plays, which is not very frequent in most places, but let's say I'm getting
Boston or
no anywhere in general, but I think Boston's probably notorious for this too. But it's like, oh, I'm sort of getting into the song, and then they just change it. It's like, I don't know how people like that. It's like,
well, last time I went,
if you're getting into fucking Snow's Informer and they cut it off, it's okay.
It is not okay
because they play that at bars.
That was the joke.
We went to one place that was DJ Intro Scan, where he didn't play more than 25 seconds of a song.
Yeah, no, but a lot of places do that now. I don't know. It's like more and more now.
Stupid.
I hate that.
Stupid. It's fucking stupid for the peanut gallery. It's stupid.
I guess they just assume everyone has
Daddy.
ADD and can't like pay attention to a song for more than 20 seconds.
See, people wonder why I don't want to leave my apartment. This is why I don't want to leave my apartment. And Rock Band 3 comes out soon, and I'm really not going to want to leave my apartment. 104-button guitar, folks. It's going to take a while to...
I'm going to go ahead and do a pass on that. Thanks.
I'm probably going to pass on the 104-button guitar. I will get the 25-key keyboard, though, and play Final Countdown over and over and over until I get evicted.
Now, if there was like a ton of girls here and there was Rock Band, that would be the perfect thing.
But we've done that with a bunch of girls around.
No, yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of fun.
Has it ever really been successful?
What do you mean?
It's kind of like a bro dude kind of thing.
What you need to get is like an aerobics video game. See
and you're gonna watch them jump up and down.
Yes, no, not aerobics. Even maybe like a yoga thing, Maddie. Where like they bend over, they put their legs over their fucking head, they gyrate a little bit.
I was at the gym yesterday, and they were having one of those classes,
girls.
and like I was trying to work out, and I just couldn't I couldn't hold attention. I just kept looking in, It's like those, those.
You
classes.
are a pervert, you know that.
Yeah,
right? Well, nice.
I'm not ashamed.
As long as you're comfortable with it, it's all right.
I'm okay with that.
That's what the Maracas game was good for.
Yeah,
but the Maracas game also broke every 5 seconds, and I spent $700.
Really?
Maracas.
Yeah,
because I played twice and the thing kept breaking.
That's too much.
So what about Maddie's impending doom?
No, we didn't get into the Boston.
Oh yeah, let's get into Boston.
Oh,
we found out that there is a secret code in Boston in Chinatown.
Oh, jeez.
It was the
worst. Maddie, you want to talk about the story?
Is it up, down, left, right, BA start?
Almost.
Okay.
Yes.
It's the alcoholic version of it.
Okay.
Because in Boston, you can't get alcohol past like 1:45.
Closing time, yep.
So our buddy decided to take us on a big adventure to get more alcohol because that's what we needed at like 2 in the morning. So then we walk around the streets for 20 minutes. And then...
some guy's like, I have crack, but I don't have any alcohol.
Yeah, we go
You were in the combat zone, weren't you?
The shittiest Chinese place I've ever been to.
In Chinatown.
In Chinatown.
AKA the old combat zone.
Well, like in New York, in Chinatown, you get real Chinese food. And in Boston, you go to Chinatown, and it's still bullshit. Like fried rice is white rice with some peas thrown in.
Excuse me, we may be the only state where we could get crab rangoon.
Yeah, because that's real Chinese
Something
food.
to fucking speak about.
Fried cheese with some red dots in it that they call crab.
Excuse me. It's fried a cream cheese.
That's really authentic Chinese food. Yes. Anyway, if you go to one of these things...
Yes. Weird sounds.
Yes. I hate you guys.
If you God, Matt, that laugh couldn't have been less sincere than if you tried.
Matt hasn't talked. Matt, take away the story.
So we're at this restaurant, and the waiter comes over to our table, and Jay's buddy Tom looks at the waiter, and he's like,
"Don't give away the secret code because I don't know if that's cool or not."
That's fucking cool. Shut up. Give me a break. We're telling the story. You gotta go to the secret code.
Yeah, who gives a shit? We'll say it out. No one wants to pay an overpriced amount for a fucking beer and a soda can anyhow.
Amen. Hey, fucking men.
So the waiter comes over, and he's, looking fucking pissed off, like, hurry up and order. I don't want anything from this nasty place, because I know I'll probably get sick off of it.
I didn't know it was that nasty. I actually thought it was real food, so I'm actually looking at the menu.
These suckers are looking at the menu. They ordered, like, one dinner plate and, like, 2 or 3 appetizers, and the shit came to $50. I got a water and laughed at them.
Oh, God.
So, in any event, the waiter comes over, and Tom looks at him, and he's kind of, he's got his body facing forward, and he just kind of cocks his head to the side, and he's like, do you have any cold iced tea? And he's like, I'd like to get the cold iced tea. We want 2 cold iced teas. And I'm thinking to myself, who gives a fuck about fucking cold iced tea? And then so they get they get a Coke can and a Sprite can with a fucking straw in it. And I don't think anything about it because I'm fucked up and I'm just drinking my water. And Jay's like, have some of my drink. And I'm like, what do I give a shit about your Sprite for? He's like, just have some. And I'm like, if it sucks, why do I want to drink your drink if it sucks? He's like, just take a fucking drink. So I'm like, fine, shut the fuck up. So I take some of his drink, and it's like this nasty, like, old draft keg beer. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Is it at least in Jao beer?
No, it's like shitty, like whatever is lower than PBR, like Jenny Ice or...
Oh, Natty Ice.
It could be Natty Ice. It's something like that.
So they recycled this can off the street and
I'm thinking like some asshole drank from this Sprite can, and now you're pouring keg beer in it.
Wait,
and
they
now
go
I'm drinking
pour it. They give you an empty Sprite can. Someone's having drank it.
So this was an open can?
An open Sprite
But
can
with beer
in it.
Weren't you suspicious when it was open when you first got it?
No, halfway through, I'm like, I didn't drink this Sprite. That means somebody else drank this Sprite. Fuck.
Oh, God.
I want to know how many people got, like, lip herpes from drinking the stupid secret beer at 2:30 in the morning. So that was really worth, like, extending our night 2 hours. For
It sucked. It sucked. We didn't end up driving home till like 4:30 in the morning. I was so tired.
Wait, how did that take 2 hours?
Well, first of all, we had to walk like 20-25 minutes to get there. Then the service was really slow because they really cooked that shit to perfection, that white rice. And then, for some reason, it took forever to get the bill. And then we had to find the car again.
But listen, as somebody who is from Massachusetts and considers Massachusetts his hometown, I've never known about this, Maddie, Jay. I've never known about this cold iced tea thingy, jiggy.
Yeah, it's really worth it.
Usually at 2 in the morning, there is nowhere to get alcohol. Like, I live in New York now, so I can drink all night if I really want to,
You want to know where you can get alcohol? At your fucking house. Okay, you don't need to spend like...
But what if I don't want to go home?
The thing is, I was under the false pretense. I thought we were getting alcohol.
But you can't after 2 o'clock. You know that. You lived in Boston for 5 years.
Right, but I don't consider beer alcohol.
It's alcohol, Jay.
It's barely alcohol.
McKenna.
I thought we were getting a real drink.
Like some rum and some fucking fucking
rum, whiskey, vodka, tequila, like an actual drink. I didn't know I was getting like stale keg beer out of a.
Well, you should consider yourself lucky that you even got anything served to you.
No, I was not lucky. The food sucked and the beer sucked. I was not lucky. I was the big loser that night. Yeah, for $50, I was the big loser. For one beer, I paid $50.
So, Maddie, was this in the combat zone or where was it?
I don't know, dude.
Combat zone.
You're from Boston. That's what they call the old, like Chinatown, kind of like.
I don't think it's combat zone. It was fucking stupid zone.
Well, like where was it? I just want maybe we should talk offline.
I think it's any Chinese restaurant that's open will do it. Anyone that's open that late.
It's stupid. What's the point of staying out that late at a fucking Chinese food restaurant? It's so stupid. It's not like you're around bitches.
Yeah. Listen, what do we do in New York? Well, what would we do when we were in college in Boston? We would get fucking hammered at a fucking bar, and then we would get hungry and fucking want to munch on something and want to keep drinking. It seems to me like a perfect fucking scenario for what I would want at 2, 3 in the morning.
Disagree.
Not that
guys, come on. Are you kidding me? You're getting hungry at 3 in the morning?
Yeah, but you want
to keep drinking?
Yeah, I want to eat food that doesn't taste like vomit, and I want to drink...
Everything tastes good at 3 in the morning, baby. Come on.
I want to drink from a container that hasn't been drunk by somebody else.
You're so fucking, like, high maintenance.
So picky.
Yeah, I'm going to spit in this cup and then fill it up with stale beer and tell you to drink it for $25 and see how you feel about it.
It could just be just a can that they fucking poured into a glass.
Leon's a
I'm
pimp.
sure that's what they did at that classy restaurant.
Holla!
Leon's defending this.
That's 3 hollers. That's a 17-episode ban.
Am I bad from the show?
Oh, shit.
Anyway, do we have any other stories from the trip?
But titties, any titty stories?
Jay was passing out in the car ride home on Saturday. He was so fucked up. We got way too fucked up Friday night that all day Saturday we were both hurting. We were so banged up that like we still weren't feeling right like at dinner, and we're like, well, we don't ever get a chance to go out and party, so we're definitely going out again. So we hit up Daniel Hall, and I get a
Daniel Hall?
Huh?
Daniel Hall?
Daniel, motherfucker.
Sorry,
How long have you not lived?
I heard Daniel Hall. I thought that was kind of awkward.
Daniel Hall. We were at the bar, fucking Purple Shamrock. I hooked it up with a Stoli Razid Red Bull, and I gave Jay one, and I started to get all hyper and shit, started to break it down, and Jay's like, I'm not feeling it, so I'm like, come with me. So we go to the bar, and I get this kid 2 Stoli Razid Red Bulls. I said, now you double fisting, so fucking get back to me after these 2. This kid was fucking fucked
And how
up.
was he after him?
Jay was all fucked up. He couldn't keep his eyes open on the drive home.
No, it was after the shitty Chinese food that I passed out. I was fine that day.
Oh, I don't know. I forget.
One of our co-hosts will post.
Oh, I know. I was all right. So we get home like Saturday morning, and Jay, I've got a pillow. I got a fucking pull-out queen sofa couch. So I pull it out, and Jay's trying, lays down and gets going to sleep, and I'm still hyper. So I started harassing the shit out of him.
What'd you do?
This kid lays down. He's about to go to sleep. Okay, I take a vacuum out and I put it to his head.
Nice. Nicely done.
What was his reaction?
Scared the fuck out of me. So I was like half asleep, so loud right now.
Love it.
Things that don't like vacuums.
Love it.
Dogs and half asleep Jay.
Yeah.
Or fully asleep Jay.
It was pretty fucking funny. I was being so loud and obnoxious at like 3 or 4 in the morning that my fiance like yelled at me to shut the fuck up.
So funny.
Big surprise.
Because after the vacuum and shit, Matt goes into the bathroom and he comes out with a candle and he's looking for some Lysol or some shit to light me on fire.
Oh, dude, the whole...
Yeah, and then he starts cracking up, and that's when she goes, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, you fucker, Matt. Like, I remember one time I was sleeping because I had to be at work at like 6 in the morning, and you went out with Jay, and you came home at like 3 or 4 in the morning and just yelled for like an hour while I had to be at work in like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah,
and I came out and then I went back to sleep, and you still kept yelling.
Oh man,
I still hate you for that.
Fucked up. Look out.
Matt conveniently left out the part where he fell up his own stairs coming home that night.
I did leave that out on purpose.
Yeah.
It was on purpose.
On purpose. Oh, it was off for show, right, Matt?
It's one way to get up some stairs.
His fiance is watching TV in the living room, and he just falls into the living room, and she just like gets up and goes to bed. She's like, "I'm not dealing with this."
She's the keeper.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, Maddie, what about your impending doom?
Well, next month we'll get to participate in some.
All I gotta say, Maddie, is paddle.
Oh, shut the fuck up!
We have Matt's bachelor party next month, and apparently Matt's gonna get the shit beat out of him with a paddle.
Nice.
Shut the fuck up! I'm all set with getting fucking paddle.
What is Stevens called the paddle? Didn't he have a name for it?
Well, I think Matt had some traumatic experiences when he, for some god unknown reason, decided to try out for a frat. And and Matt won't talk to this day. I have not heard your frat stories, Matt.
Really? It was obviously a Northeastern frat?
Yeah.
Which one, Maddie?
Teak.
Teeth?
Teak.
Oh, Teak. So
stands for T.
Would you not want to elaborate on the experience? Because we know that Stevens has a paddle waiting for your ass.
It's been 14 years. I mean,
Stevens is a motherfucker.
It's been 14 years and he still won't talk about it.
He won't talk about it. Holy shit!
I don't know what happened.
Maddie, what's up? Talk to us about it.
Open the
You're
box.
on the air.
Open the box up. Open the vault. Let's
open the box. Fucking pry the shit open.
What did they do to you, man?
What did they do to you, dude? They obviously scarred you for life, but let it
No,
out.
they didn't scar me for life, man.
Let's unlock that vault.
Yeah, what they do to
So
you?
exactly, unlock that vault.
Make something up if you can't.
No, I want to hear what they actually did.
I want to hear the real story.
Because he won't...
Mad Dog, Matty Matt, come on. It makes for good radio.
What'd they do to you, man?
Nothing, man. Just the same old shit that everyone does.
See what I mean? This is what he
Oh,
gets
talk
all
about the
vague.
hazing. Oh, you're so hiding behind something.
He gets
We
all
want to
vague
hear the
and shit.
hazing story. Don't be embarrassed. We graduated college in 02. That's 8 years ago. Give it to us. Give it to the listeners.
Man, just the same old lay down
See?
shit.
You're such a
He won't do
fucking
it.
lame-o.
He won't do it. 14, I don't know what these guys did to him, but 14 years later, he won't talk about it.
Really?
Yes. Something had to do with a paddle, though, because he says "fuck you" every time you mention.
Oh,
the
I
paddle.
know. And Stevens was like, dude, he's in the panel. He's going to hate
Was
us
Stevens
for it.
there or no? He must. Does
No,
he,
Stevens didn't go to Northeastern.
Oh,
I'll
right.
tell you what. If some bitch wants to fucking whack me a few times, like naked, whatever.
Maddie, I
But
can't
that's
believe
not
you're
what
not even.
happened.
Maddie, I can't believe. We're honestly all offended that you're not going to share your story right now.
The thing is, he got hazed for 6 months, and then
6 months?
and then the frat got expelled. So he never got into the.
I don't think it was 6 months though. I think it was more like 30.
It was more than one.
So you got hazed for nothing. Is that what you're embarrassed about?
No, that's the way it went down though. Is that during my pledging period with one other person, the frat house had a huge bash, and there was a line of people on the fucking sidewalk waiting to come in. And
I was on that line.
Huh?
And I was on that line.
And Jay was apparently in that line, and the Boston Popo came in and broke it up. The fucking thing wasn't even going on for an hour yet. And Boston Popo broke it up, and apparently they told National, and National pulled the chapter. So we still continued and finished pledging, but once our pledging was done and shit, the whole thing just fell apart, man. You'd think that pledging for like a fraternity that the brothers would be close and shit, but once National pulled it, man, fucking brothers left the house. The whole thing just fucking caved in and fell apart, and it made me think like, if these people were really friends and fucking brotherly, like they still would have stayed together despite what the fuck National said.
Yeah, of course. So putting that great stuff aside, why don't you go ahead and discuss the paddle incident?
It's a nice segue into the paddle incident that.
Matthias, come on, you've got to spill you've got to spill the beans at one point.
Nathaniel.
You need to lay off with the motherfucking paddle, alright?
See?
All I know is that at your bachelor party there's going to be a paddle. And you know this already.
We're gonna paddle the story.
You obviously know this already. I know Stevens mentioned it to you.
We're gonna paddle the story out of you.
And they'll, like Emil just said, they'll paddle the story out of you.
Leon, we're gonna fucking paddle the fuck out of you because you want that.
No thanks.
Yeah, you do. I'm gonna fucking pay some fucking slut with big tits to fucking beat your ass.
Baby, it's your night. It's all about you that night.
I'm
Doesn't
gonna
happen
fucking
to
hide.
you.
I'm gonna paddle the shit out of you until you tell me what happened during your hazing.
Oh shit!
There will be no guys fucking grabbing the paddle.
I'm
None
gonna
of
put the
this gay
paddle in the
shit.
fucking oven and then whack you with it, so it's gonna hurt and then burn.
And burn! So get ready, Maddie, for your impending doom.
Fuck that.
Yeah. But it's all done in good love.
Oh, great.
Alright, man. So,
It'll definitely be a fun time.
I'm sure we can do a... After that night, I'm sure we'll be able to do a whole episode on just Maddie's bachelor party.
My humiliating night. You know what? This
Yes.
motherfucker said he bought me an outfit too, and he won't tell me what it is.
So you know you have to wear it, right?
Make sure you shave your legs.
You know you have to wear it.
You ever see Pulp Fiction?
Yeah, I've seen Pulp Fiction, of course.
The Gimp?
I'm not wearing that fucking shit.
You gotta shave your legs like Emil said too.
Yeah, I would shave your legs, man. You never know.
I'm not shaving shit.
There you go.
I just.
All right.
I'd like to thank co-host Will for putting a Muhammad picture on my Facebook wall.
That's funny.
He's wearing a crown. He's riding a camel who is riding a magic carpet.
That's pretty.
Camel, a magic carpet,
That's
a
pretty.
beard.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
How could you be offended? That's so accurate.
Is that his picture, or did he bite that?
No, he drew it.
Did he bite it, or did he draw it himself?
He drew it.
This guy gets fucking triple fucking points.
Very talented man.
I like that.
Another talented man. A guy who got
Is that
arrested.
Charles Oakley?
We're going on 2 hours.
Looks a little like Charles Oakley. You going to what?
Don't understand we're going on 2 hours.
Yeah, so we're having a good time here.
Sure.
Plus about an hour of it's garbage that I'm going to cut out. One-legged man escapes the police on foot.
Zing. There's a joke in there somewhere.
Are they making fun of the police?
No, this is real.
No, but like, a police couldn't catch someone on one foot?
Right. That's.
He could be very sneaky and
wow.
Good at hide and go seek.
How many donuts did they have?
I'm sure he's very good at hide and go seek.
Apparently, one too many.
This is our finest right here.
Yeah, nation's finest.
Is he a parrot?
He was driving recklessly through town, crashed into a pole, and then when the cops pulled up behind him, he hopped away and they couldn't catch him.
Of course.
He knocked out electricity in a nearby neighborhood, and then he hopped into a wooded area and they couldn't find him, and they left the car and went to get horses, and they tried to track him down on horseback, but the guy hopped away.
He hopped away. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I thought it was funny. There's no real jokes behind that. I just thought that was really funny. And then Leon, I guess, just quit.
No,
Did not like the show. Did not like that story. That story offended him greatly.
No, don't call me out.
You can't come back once you leave. That's permanent. It's like, he went on a pizza break. That's acceptable.
Yeah,
we can make it a pizza exception.
Right.
Sorry.
So, Matt, now is the portion of the story where you tell us what happened during your fraternity experience.
Yeah.
What did they do to you?
They definitely scarred you. Can we talk about it, please?
Did they scar?
Can we just get through like the first month and a half? You don't have to tell us about the second month.
Do you still have scars?
Just tell us about the first 6 weeks of intense hazing.
I wouldn't say it was really intense. I mean, basically, to start off with, you got to, their symbol was pretty much like a skull, and like, you had to wear something like that. So the pledge and I had to get like a little necklace with this fucking skull on it, and then you got to get a journal. And basically, the process of it was to get to know all the brothers, and you know, which is, you got to know all their names and, you know, like about them and their fucking lives, family, and all this stuff, which is a whole lot of memorizing that you got to try to do within such a short period of time, because you've got like, I don't know, like 20 of these guys, and you got to memorize everyone's names and, you know just everything about them, because then you get fucking pretty much quizzed on it, and you know, if you don't get shit right, it doesn't look good. Then they just fuck with you in other ways, make you get shit for them, fucking clean shit, get involved in drinking games and smoking games. Took like a fucking 8-foot bong rip.
Wow.
So where's the part where you got scarred for 14 years?
I never got scarred for 14 years.
Yes, you did.
There was an occasion where I had to like sit on a pillow when I came back from there, but
Oh, okay.
Is that a paddle night?
It may have involved a paddle. I wouldn't say it was a. It may have been a later early morning after an all-nighter type of deal.
I was hoping for more from that.
Yeah.
That's all we're getting.
Well, life's full of disappointments.
Yeah.
Maybe next time he'll be able to deliver.
Rub 'em.
Maybe another 14 years we'll be able to talk about it.
We'll get some stories out of him on his back.
It's definitely more than memorizing some dudes' names.
They got a pillow fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. We just fucking beat the shit out of each other.
Pillows.
Like it is. It is what I said. I don't know what every other fraternity gets involved with. I would say that it wasn't all that much hazing. It was just kind of like fucking around with you. It's basically just entails just fucking hanging out with them, getting to know them, and them just fucking busting your balls on a whole lot of shit.
That's gay.
That's pretty much what it comes down to. And then you've got some, probably each fraternity has, I don't know what you want to call it, typical,
hazing?
I don't know. I wouldn't call it like I wouldn't call it like rituals or something, but like things that they do with each pledging class, whatever, like kind of initiation type of deals that they're definitely not like hazing. They're just kind of like I don't know.
Oh, because hazing's an ugly word.
I definitely didn't get hazed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyways, Matt's putting me to bed.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're
Sorry,
gonna.
Maddie. I thought we were gonna get juice out of you tonight, dude.
Yeah, I didn't think we were gonna be filled with lies.
That shit ain't lies, bitch.
Well, we're definitely not getting the whole truth because I know some shit went
We'll get
down.
some stuff out of him during this.
What you need to
bachelor
focus
party.
on is having a good time in a month from now, all right? That's what
There'll
you
be
need
a
to
good
focus
time.
on.
There'll be a good time, man.
Where Leon will get to grab a set of titties, hopefully.
Wow, my first set of titties. Yes. Yes.
With some big ass pancake nipples.
Yes.
All right, so I thank you for coming on the show tonight.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening.
It was fun.
It's been fun.
Bye, love. Goodbye, everybody.